Hello students, welcome to the next lecture of graph theory. In the last lecture we have covered this much topics. These are the topics: complementary graph, converse of a graph, bipartite and complete bipartite graph. In this lecture we will cover this representing graphs and graph isomorphism. So see, representing graph, we can represent the graph via two ways. Number one, adjacency list. Second is adjacency matrix. So adjacency list, it represents a graph with no multiple edges by specifying the vertices that are adjacent to each vertex. First we will see for the undirected graph, next we will see for the directed graph. So see, an adjacency list for a simple graph, these are the vertices A, B, C, D and E. Adjacent vertices, A is adjacent to B, C and E. So this much we have written. B is adjacent to A only. So in this way we can prepare the table for the other nodes also. Now we are going to see it for the directed graph. So in this case, A is adjacent to which one node? B. In this case only we can write out the outgoing edges, not the incoming edges. So outgoing edges we can see A is B, next is C, next is D, next is E. So see it in the table. Next is B. B is to itself, that is self loop, and to one more vertex, that is to D. Others are incoming edges, so we will not count it as adjacent vertices. Same way we can check it for D. On D there is no edge which is going outside. All the incoming edges are there. So that's why it is totally blank. So same way we can count it for C and E node. Next, that is representing graphs adjacency matrix. So in this case, adjacency matrix, the formula is, we'll write out the value 1 if there is an edge between two nodes. Otherwise we will write out 0. So see the example, that is ABCD. Same way here also. A to A, there is no edge, so that's why we are writing it as 0. A to B, yes, there is an edge, so we can write out 1. Same way A to D, A to C. So I hope this table is clear. Also same way we can write out all the values. If there is an edge, then we can write out 1. If there is no edge, then we can write out 0. Next is representing graphs incidence matrices. In this case, if edge is incident with particular vertex, then we will write it out 1, otherwise 0. So see, V1 vertex is connected with which one edges? E1 and E3. So see, V1 vertex is connected through which one as E1 and E2. So only here we are writing 1, rest all are 0. V2 is connected E3, E4 and E6. See, E3, E4 and E6. Same way we can write out for the other vertices. Next is isomorphism of graph. Iso means equal, and the meaning of this thing is, for example, if we are talking about these two graphs, so are these both graphs are isomorphic or not? So how we will see it? See, if the both graphs are having equal number of vertices, that is the number one condition. Yes, it contains 5 vertices, V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. Same way, it also contains 5 vertices. Now, second step, we have to count it out the edges. So how many edges are present in the first graph? An equal number of edges are present in the second graph, that is the second condition. So see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 edges are there. In this graph there are 5 edges, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now the next point and the last and most important point is, there exists a one-to-one and on-to mapping. That is, function is bijective. So see, if V1 dash is equals to f of V1, so that means this V1 dash is V1 here, and V2 dash is V5 and V3 dash is V3, so that is same. V4 dash is V4 and V5 dash is V2. So we can just verify it. V1 is connected to which one node? V2, and it is connected to which one node? V5. So V1 is here connected to V2 and V5. Same way we can check it for the other nodes. Next condition is every node, for example here V1 is having the how much degree? 2, and here V1 dash is having the degree how much? 2. So that means all the nodes, how many number of nodes are here? 5. So every node is having the degree 2. In this graph again every node is having the degree 2. So that means both the graphs are isomorphic. Further, these are the examples of isomorphic graphs. Number 1, this is the graph U1, U2, U3, U4. These are the vertices of this particular graph. And this graph is having the vertices V1, V2, V3 and V4. So I think so all the graphs are having the equal number of nodes and equal number of edges and same degree is there. Now the point is that we have to check it out the mapping. So mapping in this way, U1 is mapped with V1, U2 is mapped with the V4 and U3 is mapped with V3 and U4 is mapped with V2. So see here V1 is connected with V4 and V3, V3 and V4. Yes, U2 is connected with, or we can say V4 is connected with V2 and V1. So V4 is connected with V1, yes, and V2. So in this way, if the mapping is correctly okay, then we can say these both graphs are isomorphic to each other. See the next example. So A, B, C, D, E. F of A is E. So this is E. F of B is A. F of C is B. And F of D is C. F of E is D. Now see, here E is connected with A and D. E is connected with A and D. But these this mapping condition only you can check it after checking the equal number of vertices, equal number of edges, same degree in both the graphs of every node. Then the last one and the major condition is you just have to check it 1 to 1 and on to mapping. If the mapping is also correct, then only you can say yes, these graphs are isomorphic to each other. See the next example. These both graphs here, these are not isomorphic because they differ in the degree of their vertices. So you can check it. Vertex D in right graph is of degree how much? So vertex D here, it is of how much degree? 1. But there is no such vertex in the left hand side graph. Which one is having the degree? 1. So that's what about this isomorphic graph. In the next lecture we will study about path circuit. Thank you very much.